So I've had teams, I've been in the sport since, like I said, 2003, 2004, so 16, 17 years. And, I've had teams of 50 several times, and we've gotten rid of that. The one thing that makes us very different is every athlete, we have about 18 fighters, and every athlete in here is good. There's no, they come prepared, they're very respectful. And the thing that we do that is very different is every athlete in our gym can get specific, individualized attention that most gyms across this country just cannot simply say. We have 6 coaches and 18 athletes. Do the math. Our athletes get individual, very specific instruction. When they have a fight, the entire team and the entire coaching staff is dedicated to that fight. If there's multiple fights going on, we split the coaches to ensure that that athlete gets the coaches that they need, and this athlete gets the coaches they need, and everyone else that's not fighting on the team, they know that entire time leading up to that fight, that everything we do is directed and specific to that fighter for their opponent. A lot of the mistakes that a lot of these guys make, and they can argue till the cows come home, but the sport of MMA is evolving. It's becoming very different and very athlete-centric. The time and day, or the day and time of having a room of 50 and 60 guys in there and just going in and sparring every day and doing the same shit over and over again is not working. Athletes need specific coaching. They need individualized attention. They need that focused group that is working towards one common goal of truly being the best that's set up for success.
I'm Anthony Hernandez. I'm 8-2, and I'm out of the MMA Gold fight team.
The money moving, baby, then your body is the pattern. You know I hide out like it's witness protection. Some people start to stare like a model car collection. You know it's like 20 G's in a Jordan briefcase. My hood came up on the word free face. Man, the soul of the granny run through my body structure.
I was 15 years old, and I went in, did a couple classes, and I was like, man, it's hard. It was a new challenge, and I was like, I like this. And then once you start sparring and stuff, you're like, man, this shit is fun. I gotta figure out how to do this for the rest of my life. It's the best feeling in the world. You set your life, you have a goal for like 3 months, you're gonna train your ass off, and you pretty much just dial in, and when you win, it's one of the best feelings in the world. Like nothing can compare to that high and that rush.
One of the things that I'll say is he's loyal to the core, and his belief in himself is second to none. When you truly believe in yourself, even through difficult times, you will prevail. And that's one thing that I've learned about Anthony over time is, one, he's very loyal, and he has a self-belief that is unwavering.
I've probably learned more from my losses than my wins, because my wins, I felt like nothing needed to be changed, and I wasn't broke, so I didn't have to fix anything. And off my losses, it was just like, all right, well, I have a hole here. Now it's time to adjust. And I've honestly learned a lot more from losses, but I don't like doing. Yeah, it's not my thing.
If you go into a fight and say you're fighting a guy who's, a southpaw and he's 6 foot tall, sparring and training with a guy who's 5'6", orthodox, and is a wrestler, that ain't gonna fucking help you. Okay, so when you go in, everything here is specific. So I will go in and I will bring a specific person in, and that is your sparring partner. So if we're fighting a very specific look, I'm going to bring that look in specifically if I don't have it in this room.
My name is Elliot Kelly. I'm a Nogi Worlds medalist and a ADCC competitor. Helping Anthony Hernandez with his jiu-jitsu, wrestling, and grappling game, overall grappling game. So the one time that I competed against Rodolfo was in the gi, and it was at the World Championships in Long Beach, California. I lost the match. And kind of the big takeaways for me was how strong his grips were and how quickly he was able to transition from move to move. Granted, it was in the gi, and he's a very grip detailed competitor. So I think that was a big thing for me to take away from. I think in MMA, his strengths are definitely jiu-jitsu and the grappling arts. I see he has a great kind of finesse with getting to the legs, getting to the takedown, forcing the game to the cage, and then pulling him from there. So that's kind of what we've been focused on. Rodolfo brings a game of, I think he's relentless in his attacks and his transitions. And I think maybe his biggest strength is his speed.
Rodolfo Vieira, are you excited for that challenge?
I'm fucking super excited. He's a super good grappler, but he doesn't have any like hands. And that's where I think I'll capitalize against him. So obviously I gotta stuff his takedowns and stuff. But it's such a big challenge that it fucking excites me. And that's what I got into this for, is to challenge myself and see what I'm mentally capable of and physically capable of.
I think Anthony is the better fighter in the striking arts against Rodolfo. If it was a pure striking game, I think Anthony would have, the definite upper hand.